Hi, it's Mr. Barre. This homework assignment deals with maps and the Pythagorean theorem. Let's read the instructions together first. 1. Do all the problems in your math notebook or on graph paper. You will not get full credit if you just have the answers. Round all your answers to the nearest tenth and check your answers using the answer key. I'm going to do problems number 1 and 3 for you. So number 1 says start at 0, 0. You can see right here I've created a coordinate system. So I'm going to start at 0, 0. And it says to go north 3 and west 1. So 1, 2, 3, west 1 to point A. Remember, we know that it's what? North, south, west, and east, or never eat soggy waffles. That's what my children tell me. After that, so I'm at point A, then it says go south 3 to point B, 1, 2, 3 to point B. There we go. And now go east 5 to point C. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to point C. And the question is, what's the total distance that was traveled? So I went up there, down here, and then over there. So this distance right here is a Pythagorean theorem with a 3 and a 1. So I'm going to go 3 squared plus 1 squared. Well, that's 10. So the square root of 10 is probably like a 3.1. Let's check that out. 3.2. So this distance is 3.2. This distance, I can just count it as 1, 2, 3. And this distance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I add all those together, I get 3 plus 3.2 plus 5. I get 11.2. So 11.2 is the total distance that was traveled. And now the question is, how far is point C from the starting point? Point C is right here, and the starting point's right there, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4 from the starting point. And my answer key, I think it's 11.2 and 4. Answer key says 11.2 and 4. That was good. Now I'm going to do number 3, which is similar, but it has one added twist to it. And it's right here. It says start at 0, 0. Well, there I am at 0, 0. Ah, my lights just went off. Give me a moment. Start at 0, 0. Go east 3, north 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, to point A. From there, go west 4, south 2 to B, west 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, south 2, 1, 2, to point B. Is that good? Let's check that out. East 3, 1, 2, 3, north 2, north 2, west 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, south 2. Now go south 3, west 3 from the starting point. So I'm back here. Go south 3, 1, 2, 3, west 3, 1, 2, 3 from the starting point to point C. So there is the pathway right there. What is the total distance? Start to A, to B, to C. Okay, so it looks like we've got to do Pythagorean theorem 3 times. So this is a 1, 2, 3, and a 2. So I have 3 squared plus 2 squared. That's that first segment. This guy is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 2 squared plus 4 squared for that segment. And this one is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. It's actually that guy again. 3 squared plus 2 squared for that last segment. Let's do all of those. This is 4 plus 16. That's going to be a 20. And the square root of 20 is 4.5 with the rounding. This one is 9 plus 4, which is 13. Square root of 13 is 3.6. And this distance is 3.6 also. So let's add those all together. So I have 3.6 plus 3.6 plus 4.5, which is 11.7. So the total distance is 11.7, but it also says how far is point B from the starting point. Oh, well, that's nice. Looks like it's just 1 unit from the starting point. So I have it as 11.7 and 1. My answer key says 11.7 and I did the wrong one here. So how far is A from C? How far is A from C? That's a different question. Okay. A from C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's another Pythagorean theorem. 6 squared and 5 squared. It takes me to 88, and the square root of 88 is 9.4. So those are my answers. So I think the total distance is 11.7. A to C is 9.4. And then it has a question, how far is C from the starting point? Okay, let's do that one also. C from the starting point is right there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be 3 squared plus 3 squared, which is 9 plus 9, which is 18, square root of 18. 4.2. There are my answers. Total distance, 11.7. A to C is 9. A to C. My answer key doesn't. A to C? A to C. I have it as 9.4, but my answer key says 7.8. A to C? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 36 plus 25 is 61. Square root of 61 is 7.8. And does that match? That matches my answer key. And that's why the answer key is here. It's so I can actually learn something as opposed to just making errors. All right, there you go. So I've done 2 of these problems for you. You have the other 2 to kind of struggle through on your own. Use the answer key, draw pictures. That's it. Thanks for watching.